Hello and welcome to this week's Unveiling You moment. I am Dr. Janie. I know it's been a while for you who have been following me. But just to give you a little background, I knew it was time for me to get away. And when I say it's time for me to get away, meaning I just shut everything down. No Facebook, no social media, no videos, no e-zines. Because to be honest with you, I was just really distracted. I was everywhere but in the right place and operating in my space. And I just felt the need to share that with you. And that's really the topic of this week's video blog, which is knowing when it's time to get away. As creative artists, we have to know when we get distracted, when it's time to shut everything down and really search within and pull from our gifts. Whenever there's a tugging, whenever there's a distraction, whenever it's difficult to really pour out and be of service to those that God has called for you to serve, it's really time to just shut everything down and really get in his presence. And that's what I did. I was so scattered because I was, writing my book, and I really couldn't get clear because I was everywhere. I was on Facebook, I was on TweetDeck, I was on, Google Plus, you name it, I was on it. And I was totally distracted, and I could not pour into you and give you what it was that you needed. So I saw fit that it was time for me to just shut everything down. And that was the best thing, although it was the most challenging thing for me to do. But it turned out to be the greatest experience ever. I'm more clear now, and I'm ready to serve you in the best way. So just learning from my experience, I share with you and I encourage you that if you are distracted, if you don't know your purpose, if you are frustrated, if you are aggravated, I encourage you, if you are a social media junkie, to just shut everything down. Shut everything down that is irrelevant to your purpose and your calling. Because one thing that I know is that you were created for a purpose, and you were created on purpose, for a purpose, by someone called God, who is greater than you. And it's so important that you seek God in everything and in every decision that you make in life. I encourage you to have a wonderful week this week. And if you take nothing else from what I shared with you in this video, is to know when it's time to get away, shut everything down, and get into God's presence and allow him to guide you and lead you in the path that you were called to be. Because there's so much great in you that you need to share with this world. And if you are distracted, you can't possibly serve the world in the place that you've been called to serve. So, as always, I encourage you to go for it, because now is your time. See you next week. Bye-bye.